and unmute my microphone and turn myself down a little bit since I was way too loud in the recording, we should be good to go.
Hooray.
Go ahead, Derek.
Well, that is very good. Are we on?
Yes.
Hooray.
Hooray is right.
Hooray.
Welcome back. I'm not going to be presumptuous so as to say our many loyal followers, but who knows? Who knows what'll come from all this? It was really lovely seeing the last session uploaded and going back through it, and it is going to keep me honest as a DM, and hopefully help me remember sort of the continuities as the story progresses.
Right.
But for anyone who hasn't been paying attention, we are playing in the Planescape setting Sigil at the center of the multiverse, and the main thrust of our action follows a group of adventurers who were sent on a lead after a magical item which acts as a portal key called Quicksilver in this instance. And the party seems to have gotten a hold of some, and most of the troubles and tensions in their lives, unbeknownst to them, are as a result of them having gotten this magical item. Last time, they decided to blow off the steam and stresses of their lives by getting really high on Morglorp. And
Yeah.
they used some hemlock in order to incapacitate the small child character among them, and proceeded to get wavy.
Well,
He incapacitated himself.
he incapacitated
alright?
himself. I just put it back under his nose. All right.
You pushed him a little further along while he was unconscious and clearly having night terrors.
Oh my god.
To be fair, I was really drunk and really high on Morglorp.
You were pretty glorped, it's true.
It's just an excuse. Drug the child who was already drugged.
He did it to himself, okay?
There were injections, snorting, some butt insertion, and then there was a knock at the door.
Self butt insertion. Let's clarify.
No, it was consensual. Where Nayland Ethram, the bastard child of a rather notable sculptor in the city, whom Blake was dating, came in, and you sort of immediately set him into an overdose. Like,
Okay, I didn't.
I didn't either.
But I'll stand by it.
Oh, he didn't either, eh?
Yeah.
it happened nonetheless.
He rolled
And-
a fairly good dexterity check to stick his finger in his gums.
Right in, that glorpy finger.
He shouldn't.
But when he came to the next morning, he didn't really remember, and didn't hold it against the group of you.
We made him breakfast.
And yeah, you had steak and eggs, which was nice. And you were visited by a mystical wizard who helped cure your hangovers, named Wei Min, who tried to sort of make a deal on good terms to help you in your time of perils, but the party was very skeptical, having never met this person before.
Blake wasn't.
Right. Blake immediately invited them in.
Yeah.
Then remembered the vampire protocol.
Yeah.
And I think that you decided the best thing to do would be to go shopping after that. You got a couple of magical longswords and some books. You discovered that the book Astral Journeys, which you have been reading, Theodis, is of some historical value. It appears to be a prototype of another book on the on planes without gravity, written by Leomund. So this is like the more personalized version of a rather popular magical tome that is well studied.
Quick heads up.
Awesome.
I'm about to invite the music bot into here. He might be a little loud at first for you, Joe. You can right click him and turn him down.
Yeah.
Gonna give you a
it
fair
is
warning.
a little jarring at first. after you
Oh, Groovy Bot. I already have Groovy Bot turned down.
Cool.
So good.
bought those books, you decided to spend an afternoon in the Society of Sensation, wherein the party was split again, and Blake Sunny experienced a vampire being destroyed and contemplated her own mortality. Theodis experienced life as a pixie in the forests of Alfheim, where some sort of fertility ritual was performed, and Bast had a really bad time extracting a memory that all of you had outside of the Great Fest Hall, wherein you saw a number of performing sort of, I guess, a graffiti flash mob create an image of the Lady of Pain, and then they were all instantly obliterated by lightning. In exchange for this, you were sort of forced to experience another conjuration of the lady and wake up having realized that you have pissed yourself. And your personality prototype, Delgar Hateri, just hands you a towel and says, dude.
Don't you dude me, motherfucker.
The camera pans away to an office building in the Temple of Palor, where the Captain Falwin Tadomier sits across from you. What is your character's name, Joe?
Cedric Dawnbringer.
Cedric
That's the name.
Dawnbringer.
I quickly came up.
And
Cool.
so your captain has a big stack of papers, a folio of papers, and he slams them on the desk and he says, Cedric, you've really done it this time. He says, you've broken every rule of protocol in the book. I can't believe that I have to have this conversation again. You can't follow orders. And I, for one, am not going to have any commanding soldiers who can't follow orders in my retinue. You are officially intermittently discharged for a period of 2 weeks. We have paid for a house with an available room, and you have 2 weeks to get yourself together. And when you come back, I expect you to be able to follow instructions. And he hands you a sheet of paper with an address, 245 Turtle Lane.
I'm not written out any extra rooms. I'll find out later.
Yeah. And so let me just tell you, if you could Google, or if you could search in the map. Let me see the name of the place. Oh, my computer's being janky.
What was the address?
If you look up the Harem Fest Hall, Harim, the address is 245 Turtle Lane.
The address is just fluff.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
no,
just a lot.
it's important. It's important.
Oh yes.
It's important. That's extremely important.
And if you look at where the Fest Hall is, Turtle Lane is right there, and that's thereabouts. You're sort of off of the main road, but that's where you live. And yeah, you're escorted by guards of your order to your new home. And make a perception check as you are introduced to the landlady.
Perception check. Yep.
8.
Oof.
So you don't really notice anything out of sorts. It looks like the upper levels of the house could use a clean on the outside, but everything seems to be pretty much in place. And the woman, who is an older half-elf, sort of moseys her way up to you and says, yes, one of the tenants in this building had to give up their lease, so I've made a deal with your temple, and well, I'm not sure if the people living there now will necessarily be very happy that I've rented out this room, but Legally, they have
Also,
no
are
say in the matter.
Are they still in
so-
there? Are they still living in there?
Yes, they're out at the moment. And she opens the door and shows you inside to sort of a grand entrance. There's a staircase leading upstairs and a kitchen behind a living area that you can sort of see. She says there's a garden, and let me show you to your room. And she takes you upstairs, and your room is the first door on the left.
And when you come, I want to say when you come inside, I think it smells distinctly of spilled wine,
Oh no.
musky fur, and
Yeah.
some chemical you just can't
Yeah.
place.
There
And
is
there's feathers everywhere.
there's some kind of
Yeah.
faint. It almost smells like there's powdered like Smarties in the air with something lingering underneath it, and the smell of wine is palpable.
It smells like a fucking like club, like like the morning
Yeah.
after a club in here.
Oh god. Yeah, not a great smell.
And
like I said, feathers everywhere.
yeah, and she takes you up and leaves you to your room, and she says, if you need anything, I live just down the road at 351.
I'm gonna thank you very much. What about the people? What if they come back?
They'll
mean-
probably be back eventually, but well,
Yeah.
you'll have to figure that out for yourself. The rent, I want to say that the agreed upon rent was 120 per.
Well, no, it was 30 per. It was 120 total.
Yeah, it was 120 total, but it was 30 per month per
Right.
person. So she tells you that. But your first 6 months have been paid, or the next month has been paid for by your order.
He's only got 2 weeks leave anyway, right?
Yeah, he only has 2 weeks leave.
Yeah.
But that is what happens. Now we will return back to the Civic Fest Hall, where you are led away back into sort of the public area. And we'll say that Blake, Sunny, and Theodis are also sort of having
Am I
finished their memory. Maybe
still with
we'll-
Dude Man? Like walking back? Is he escorting me?
He does escort you back, yes.
What was his name again? He was a factol.
He was Delgar Hateri.
Delgar, I have to say, before today, I thought the Sensates were pretty cool. I don't think that anymore, Delgar. I'm sad about that.
Well, we have more than enough interested members to keep us sustained, and
Well, I'm
honestly,
glad to
we
hear you
don't
don't
need your
give a shit.
approval.
Yeah. You don't give a shit. I heard the fuck what you said. I'm leaving.
he says, "Bye then. Thank you for the memory."
You're welcome. Bye. Thank you for the memory.
And
Motherfucker.
yeah, he turns back.
Pull out a bottle of
And-
wine as I approach the party.
Make an insight check as he turns away. Bass.
Okay. Go to my character sheets. Insight. 17.
17.
That was a good roll. Yes.
That is a good roll. You can tell very obviously that he has a seriousness to his expression that lets you know that he isn't just lightly passing off what just happened. You're not sure
Maybe
necessarily.
he is. I take it as he perhaps is a little bit more affected by my displeasure than he let on. Is
Mhm.
kind of what I take away from it.
Yeah. Cool. So all of you sort of meet together. I like to imagine Theodis has a little cotton candy.
And I flew everywhere, and I was going all through Elfheim, Blake. It was so cool. I was a pixie.
Blake is like carving her name into like the table, like Yaha.
Real quick,
Uh-huh.
Derek, will you flash notes me on the memory that I had?
Yeah, so the memory that you had was of a basement underneath a tavern wherein a number of cultists successfully conjured the Lady of Pain, and most of them were instantly obliterated by locusts. But for the perspective that you had, where you cast an anti-magic field around yourself.
Right.
And you heard the lady speak your name, Bast.
Right. That's that. Yeah. So I walk up. It's Bad Mood Bast walking up. With his hand around the neck of a bottle of wine.
I sniff the air. Did you pee yourself again?
Shut the fuck up.
Jeez, I thought I was the little one here. I prestidigitate it clean.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Stop peeing yourself.
No.
I can imagine he's just like, no, I'm not gonna listen to what you say.
No,
He starts peeing
fuck
himself
you.
again.
I don't go that far, but I just say no.
You're lucky my bladder's empty.
The three of you...
You two have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, I died a little.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
The three of you detect the faint smell of poppy whiffed in the air,
Oh,
and you look down and you see sort of a open space hookah bar underneath the stairwell.
Well,
I can't have another day like last night.
I mean, hookah's basically water.
Yeah, but you know what else some people smoke in there.
Yeah, I do. All right, I'll come
Also, it's also like smoking 15 cigars. So, I don't think I can handle it right now.
Yeah, I don't think y'all
back. Fair
can
enough.
But maybe there's an oxygen bar down there.
either. Oxygen bar.
Oh my god.
Well, we'll check
You
it
think
out.
that you can see
Hold on.
some oxygen bar style
Like
kind of
I'm
diffusers.
imagining oxygen methods, like just little steamy.
Oh, right,
creatures.
underneath like bell jars, and they have little tubes.
They're so flammable.
Same thing as keeping
Don't-
an oxygen tank, just
Yeah.
fantasy style.
Yeah, pretty much.
An air
My
method.
last boyfriend was a fire method. Anyway, wanna go home?
Yes,
Yeah, I think
Yes.
we're done shopping today.
yes.
So,
I want to go home and I want to polish my new Praetorian green steel long swords.
Yeah, I want to go read.
I'm gonna go buy
Nerd.
some drink.
What are you
Cool.
gonna do? Go pee
Boy,
yourself and polish your
well-
sword?
Well, since Immel's moved out, I guess I'm gonna turn that extra room into my workshop. Or, you know,
I was
something
gonna
like
turn
that.
it into a
Have, like, a gym.
library.
No, you can't turn it into a library.
It'll be the perfect
don't
place
pay
to
rent.
read.
You can read in your room.
But if I have a
Read in the
library,
basement.
This is a conversation we have as we're walking back.
Yeah, and about 2 hours after you're let in, Cedric, you hear the door open amidst disagreement and banter.
I will build
Um,
you a bookshelf and we'll shove it in your room, okay?
it smells like asshole in
I
here
know.
still.
Yeah, it does.
I smell something new. Something
Yeah, me
smells
too.
good. And I follow my nose up the
So-
Floor is
stairs.
still
Yeah, you
sticky.
find that there is another person who
So,
has made themselves at home in Emil's old room.
well, when I realize that someone's here, I draw my swords in
Roll for initiative.
like with the one hand or one sword up, one sword down stance, and I start charging up the stairs. You just hear hooves, clop, 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 clop. Door. Pff. Who the fuck are you?
Blake comes in through the fucking window.
God damn it! Why are there
so
so
do you
many
want to
random
describe
people
what
coming
your
in our house
characters look
today?
Like?
But
This
wanna
is the
describe
third
what your
person that's
characters
come
look
to our
like?
house.
So yeah, yeah,
Also-
I burst in, and I'm a satyr, pretty tall. I think about 6 foot or so. So I've got, the legs of like a ram, and I've got these twisting horns that curl back across my head and sort of back forward under my ears. Bright red hair swept back, and a beard. Only wearing, wearing a leather vest, and then some like bits of plate armor here and there, equating to half plate. And my lower half is just all bright red fur, and then hooves, no pants. And my 2 green swords have infernal runes on them, but that's just because I bought them at an infernal shop. What's wrong with that?
And at the window you see,
just like imagine if a barn owl was a person, but also kind of short. Like she's she's vaguely stocky, kind of short. Her talons are painted pink, and she's wearing just casual wear, but she has a massive axe the size of her on the back of her, and that's it.
So I'm
And then-
gonna turn around a bit.
then trailing behind is
A
Yeah,
child.
peeking underneath the
A little
goat.
devil kid.
Is a little devil kid. He's like a 14-year-old tiefling. He's got gray skin, some curved horns, and he's got yellow eyes. He's wearing gray robes and gray pants. I posted a little headshot of what he looks like in the chat. And he's got a concerned look as he's just like, ugh, another person's here.
that's adorable.
Again.
Picture.
Yeah.
I love that picture.
And I just
And-
look to say, is this another one of your boy toys?
Cedric,
are you?
can you describe your appearance?
So Cedric is he's tall, 6'2", strongly built, 210 pound. He's got some serious paladin work he's got to do, and he's
Cool.
big. He's clad in his chainmail armor. He's got his greatsword. I'm assuming I'm gonna pick up my greatsword. These people have just barged in.
And I'm
Yeah.
wielding weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see this. I'm a bit panicked. I'm gonna shop, grab my my greatsword, and I'll be like, Bella, who are you? What are you doing?
Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you?
You don't pay rent. You don't get to ask questions.
Yeah!
This is my library. What are you doing in here?
I kick the kid.
Yeah. Fuck off, Fiona.
Just kind of hit the ground.
I'm assuming at this point I'm gonna be like, I know who these people are. These are the previous occupants, and I think I was dreading this moment that these people were gonna come in. And the old woman. She told me that there was other people there. That apparently you guys don't live here anymore or something. I don't know.
No, one of us
She
doesn't live
rented
here
out-
anymore.
Oh,
We were
I see. Yes.
sad about it, but going to be economical about it.
It's not even
Well,
cold in the ground. What the fuck, man?
Jeez.
Animal's not dead.
He's dead to me. He left.
Blake.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've
answers, Macho Man. What are you doing here?
I've got some time off from work. I got told to live here. It's my orders. I've been told to come and stay here for 2 weeks.
You
Here
got
specifically.
ordered to live in our room?
Well, I don't know if it's exactly your room. I think it's more my room.
And who's your work? Who's telling you these orders?
I work at the Temple of Palor. I'm a paladin.
Like Blake's gonna look at Bath like,
I roll my eyes. Ugh.
I love one of those.
did they let you drink?
Certainly not.
The window
You
that
can't
Blake
drink
did-
on the job, but you're discharged. So the rules of paladin,
Oh, no, I'm
demeanor,
very
including
cutthroat.
sobriety.
I don't drink. I don't. Oh no, I don't do any of that sort of stuff. I'm very.
Well, they
Right,
sent
right.
you to the wrong place, bud.
Yeah, like the window Blake didn't break on the way in. She just punted through it at the sound of you not drinking. Like-
Listen, I, the bird, and the kid end most nights blacking out.
The child drinks.
He says he's not a child.
I'm not a
I don't
child.
believe him, but also, I don't give a shit. And it won't go away.
He's not my kid.
Our
I'm
boss
nobody's
tacked this kid on with us for whatever reason. Guess what? She's a hag. So, weird
Big hag.
shit. Hags are weird. They do things with, make deals with kids. And
You heard the sound of lightning flash outside of the house.
Oh fuck.
and
She's great, actually.
and there's no weather or clouds in this city, so that's weird.
Yeah.
It
Not
begins
that
to
there's
rain.
no weather,
You
but
can
like,
hear the
yeah.
sound of rain of some kind falling onto the house.
Blake kind of
Blake,
awkwardly
you
and
broke the
disarmingly
window.
was like, can I come in? Like,
So,
just
all right.
Like hustles in off the windowsill.
broke the window.
Why did
Shut
they?
up, kid.
Why did they send a paladin here? Well, I narrow my eyes. What did you do?
I lost my edge on my last posting. I don't want to get into it too much, but
All right.
Make an insight check, Bast.
Okay. I'm just insightful as hell today. Oh no, I'm not. That's a natural
Yeah.
one.
It seems pretty solid, that story. Like,
Well, it's more like I don't
can-
give a shit. I'm gonna talk
Yeah,
to the
like the-
landlord, and I
Yeah.
just clomp out.
It's like the dancing moment again. Oh, that was fun
Oh
last
god,
night.
the dancing fuck.
Just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Oh,
If I'm
yeah.
happy, I guess that's fine. Yeah. Okay. So you
So-
managed to you storm out of the room. Cedric, you can tell that there's a bit of animosity from the other flatmates.
or
Yeah.
otherwise.
Blake, so
Huh?
you're not doing this guy?
Blake's gonna squint. We didn't. No?
Do I know you?
no.
You know,
Okay.
you did a lot of drugs, so I would be surprised if you don't remember.
He can't do drugs, so he's gonna have to be my moral compass now. Fuck. Like,
Oh
he'll say
man,
as she's
at
kind of
least
storming out.
yeah. See, Emil was naive, but you know would
Yeah.
still drink with us and stuff.
Oh god. Now we have like a teacher with us. He's like, no, don't do drugs with the child. Like,
All of you are saying that just barely out of earshot.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Cedric.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I can
You're like
hear
in
you.
the hallway.
Well, no, I mean,
Yeah.
Basto hasn't accepted that
Yeah.
he hasn't really accepted that he's actually supposed to be here because he hasn't seen any money about rent or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do have a writ of
What's this?
residence, Cedric.
Yeah, I assume that gets coughed up at some point. And I just look at it. I'm like, I hand it back to you. I think they sent you to the wrong place.
This is the
Now
place,
that-
isn't it?
No, this is the place.
That's-
That's not what I'm saying. 2 weeks, you said?
Yeah, it's that's how long I've been told I've got to recover.
Well, maybe we can make you useful while you're here.
Oh, I
If-
don't know. I'm just here to live.
Right. That's what we all say.
Yeah.
Everyone
Are you gonna sleep
nods in Ascension.
Yeah.
Nope. Seems like everyone who falls into our gravitational pull gets pulled into Crone schemes or otherwise. So, I might as well tell you about that. You're not like... I was just about to ask if you were a narc, and you totally are. So, like... You know, we'll give it some time. And I almost offer you a drink, but I'm like, oh, shit. And so I just walk away with 2 wine glasses.
Yeah.
I was gonna put my hand out.
Hey, you could. I trail behind. You could share with me though.
I could.
Give me
Shotgunning
some.
one of them.
Both hands out. Hey.
Ah, ah.
Ugh.
Nope.
No.
So, I mean, yeah, we just hang out at home, commence the hangout, move in montage.
Yeah. Do you want to?
I'm actually
I
gonna
guess
take
this
that
could be
room.
the point where we sort of describe what your personal touch is on your room, if you have any.
Or like, yeah,
what
just
your-
the general layout
what your
of the
space
house.
looks like. Yeah,
So,
there are
'cause-
4 bedrooms upstairs. There's an open dining area, sort of a grand entryway, and a kitchen that leads out to the garden. What personal touches, if any, do you leave on this space?
What, myself?
Simple hallway upstairs.
Sure.
Yeah, you can go first.
Oh, I mean, I imagine my room's gonna be my room's very clean. It's very practical. There is the bed.
Sparkly.
There is a candle on the side. And that's about it. There's a shelf.
There's
with
sort of
some
a soldier's
pictures.
orderliness to everything.
It's very, very, very ordered. Everything has its place and its use.
And it
There
makes
is no
sense.
there's no clutter.
That's cool.
The opposite of my room right now.
Cool. What about Theodis?
My room is very bare except for the bed and the 3 books that sit next to my bed. There is a broken mirror on the wall, which I don't like looking at, so it is broken. And there's the Book of the Astral Journeys, a compendium of greater demons, and a dream diary that I keep as I write down my awful and terrible nightmares that haunt me every time I close my eyes. But that's it.
What about Blake Sunny?
So Blake is gonna be the absolute polar opposite to our good Cedric. Blake is just